Welcome to Aha Math and Science. Well, in today's video, we'll be talking about the share price of Tesla. And a few weeks ago, I did this video about Tesla and kind of talking about the headline news concerning Elon Musk. So um, on January 7th, 2021, the headline news says Elon Musk is now the richest person in the world, passing Jeff Bezos. And you know that you can see what happened afterwards to the share price. And then just kind of towards the end of 2022, and the headline news says Elon Musk lost the title of richest person in the world. And this actually coincides with the market bottom very well, just like within about 10 days. Towards the end of December, the share price bottom, and it had a fierce rebound, actually kind of more than 100%. That rebound is very sharp. And then just kind of towards the end of February 2023, the headline news says again, Elon Musk regains his spot as the world's richest person. So at that time, when I saw the news, I did this video and kind of analyzed from the technical point of view that we argue that probably the share price has more downward side than upside. And guess what? Now a few weeks have passed. It seems like the share price has only kind of exceeded the top of end of February. So it's just kind of hovering around the 200 level since that time. So what's the recent news? Well, just a few days ago, the news says Elon Musk's brother, younger brother, Kimbal Musk, sold 100,000 shares of Tesla for a gain of about $17 million. So that's April 3rd. And this kind of like does not give some investors a good feeling because at the end of 2021, on November 5th, 2021, Kimbal Musk sold 88,500 shares of Tesla for a total gain of $109 million. So at that time, the share price was before splitting. So it was on average is about like $1,200 per share before the 1, 2, 3 splitting. So so that kind of coincide with the market top very well. It's actually surprising. It's within like a day also the share price kind of topped. So this does only kind of so the news from a few days ago does not really kind of like give investor a good feeling that about the share price. So what happened next? So we like to analyze from the technical point of view to see what happens next. So when we plot the price of any investment on a log plot on a log scale versus time, if the share the investment follows the compounding formula, then we'd expect the price or the total amount of investment will more or less follow a straight line on the log plot. Indeed, when we did this for the share price of Tesla, we find that even though the share price just kind of zigzags from the IPO, for like more than, I guess, 12 years now. And even though they kind of fluctuate around the trend line, but more or less it's actually follow this trend line with the R square value of 0.88. So this is not like a 0.99, but it's still a decent value. So R square value is a measure of how good the fit is. If the model kind of fits the data perfectly, then R square is 1. So here it's decent. So indeed, you can see that more or less the data kind of follow this trend line. And occasionally, you can see that we have been plotting the one standard deviation above and the one standard deviation below the trend line. So most of the time, you see the data is kind of within the one standard deviation, but sometimes it goes above, sometimes it goes below it. In fact, statistical analysis says there's a 68% probability for the price kind of fall between the plus minus 1 sigma. And this also shown here are the 2 pink dashed lines. These are 2 standard deviation, and then the 3 standard deviation are indicated by the green dashed lines. And we also point out sometimes the share price, you can see they kind of touch on the 1 standard deviation trend line. This is below the trend line, and if it did that, it usually kind of rebounds very quickly and then goes kind of follow the trend again. Here it just rebound here it also rebound. But then there are also cases that actually it break through kind of the trend line, the 1 standard deviation trend line. So here it breaks through very appreciably, which is very clear. Here it just kind of break through. That's during like the March 2020, during the pandemic. And if it happened, usually it may be sometimes rebound, sometimes it does not rebound. It just kind of go through all the way and then touch the 2 standard deviation trend line. So what about now? Well, kind of like end of last year, 2022, you can see the price broke through this 1 standard deviation trend line. In this case, it actually did not kind of go all the way down, but then rebound very sharply. That happened basically at the beginning of this year, from January and February. And now, since the end of February, the price just kind of hovers around the 200 level. So it's just around the 200 level. So what could happen next? Well, it suddenly can go up and sort of like stay within this trend line, the range of 1 standard deviation. But it could also go down. In fact, since in this case, it's kind of very similar to here, when actually it already kind of broke the 1 standard deviation trend line. So it's more likely that for the price to actually, after a sharp rebound, that it's more likely for the price to actually follow this kind of shape and it start to kind of go down. And sometimes it may not necessarily be a very slow drop. Sometimes it could be a very quick drop. So the level we're gonna watch is actually the January 3rd close of $108. If it does break through it, we think there's a high chance for the price to hit this 2 standard deviation trend line, which is around $80. So now the news that Elon Musk's brother sold some of his Tesla shares really kind of like caused some investors to kind of think about whether this is a signal for a market top of the share price. So from the technical analysis point of view, we think that there's more downside than upside. So whether that news, Kimbal Musk sold his shares is actually a harbinger for market top is waiting to be seen. So I hope you have enjoyed this video and find the information kind of presented here interesting. As always, please do not forget to click the like button and also subscribe to our channel. And your support really kind of means a lot so that I can make more videos like this one. And thank you for watching.